Well, how do there, people? Is I, Captain Steve, and today, Chums, I'm doing a bit of a channel cast. So it's just sort of talking to you about the way that my channel's going, and it's also to say a massive, great big thank you for the year of 2021. Talking of which, I've got some of my stats up on the screen right now. So yes, you can see here, in the year of 2021, I gained myself 13,000 subscribers in total. I lost 3,000, so that gave me a total of 10,699 new subscribers. If you're one of those, thank you very much. If you're one of these 3,000, it's a shame to have had you and lost you, but hopefully you're going to come back. Hopefully 2022 could be the year that I recapture your attention. Anyhow, so there we go. So a very good year. And today I hit 21k subscribers. So at the end of 2021, I actually hit 21,000 subscribers. So thank you very much, people out there in the subscriberverse. Very much appreciated. It really is. Thanking you. Heck yes. Right, so there's quite a lot of things that I want to actually talk to you about. Let's make myself nice and big. There I am. So hello there, people. And we've got Jeff Boswell in the house. 07. Well done for being first in there, Jeff Boswell. We've also got Warfy in the house. Hello there, Warfy. Nice one. Thank you very much, Warfy, for all the moderation and stuff that you've done for my channel throughout the year. And all the other mods, thank you very much for all your sort of help and support with the channel. Thanking you. And all my backers. Yeah, so we've got quite a lot of backers on my channel as well. Talking of which, can I show you backers? Let's have a quick look. It's a bit difficult to get in there without showing you other stuff. So, yeah. But you know what I could show you? Over on YouTube, I did just create a playlist. Let's see if I can get into my playlists. So, my videos now. Playlist. Where's my playlists? Okay. Library. It'd be in there, won't it? No, library in there. And then I want to hit on Dragons. You can see that I've watched quite a lot of those. Where the fudge are my bloody playlists? Okay, here we go then. Your channel, playlists. Hopefully I can see my unlisted ones. Where are you? Games for 2022. So these are the sort of ones that I want to be showing you guys. So let's now go back to podcast and bring it back up. So yeah, let's just mute these. So I'm going to have these on in the background. So they're going to be streaming. And I'll tell you what the games are as they're streaming. So this one is called Honor for the Gods, Weld. A bit of a weird one. They stuck Weld on the end, mainly because I think of Monster Hunter World, and I think that's the kind of the vibe or inspiration for this game. At the moment, there's a lot of people that wonder whether this is actual gameplay footage, or whether it's pre-rendered and then someone stuck a HUD over the top. So yeah, I'll let you sort of work that one out and what you think. Some people say this is too good to be real, and I really do hope it is real. I mean, the first monster that drops down is this giant freaking fiery lion thing that has got very Final Fantasy-esque vibes about it. But then look at this. Look at the movement and how fluid it is. This is like Monster Hunter and then some. You know, look at that. Freaking awesome. Now, you know I like games like Dragon's Dogma and Shadow of the Colossus. I like being able to climb on monsters, take them down, get up and close and personal with them, and I do love the Monster Hunter series. The only reason why I don't really stream much of Monster Hunter World is, one, because it's been done to death, and there's no new monsters being added now. Doesn't really get as many updates. And also, Capcom like to give strikes at very weird times. So usually on cutscenes when a monster drops in, or when you go to some sort of shop area and you talk to an NPC, they copyright strike you. Like, what? It's a bit shite. And I've had fun doing the Dragon's Dogma. Don't get me wrong, I really do like doing Dragon's Dogma. But all the cutscenes, all the story stuff, I have to cut it and then give you a synopsis of what just happened in that clip. It's frustrating trying to stream a Capcom game, which is a bit of a pain in the neck. When you're doing live streaming, you've got to think ahead and think, they're cutscenes. Will I get away with it? And it's a difficult one. Yeah, so there we are. But this does look very good. Wow, that looks fun. I've never played Monster Hunter, but I love the concept. Well, Jeff, Monster Hunter World is really, really good. And I would thoroughly recommend that one. I think it was free a little while ago on PSN, or if not free, it was reduced. But yeah, give it a try. It's actually really quite good. Some of the other Monster Hunter games, some of the controls are a little bit off. But Monster Hunter World, I think they got it right on that one. It's really good. So there we go. But yeah, so that's one game that I'm really looking forward to. I mean, that's near to the end of there. So the next one, now you're probably going to know, we're going to probably spot a bit of a reoccurring theme with some of these games, is they're very fantasy based. And I do like fantasy worlds, a little bit, like the whole Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones. I love all that sort of stuff, but I also love space. And here in the, Bethesda's new game, Starfield, which we're going to get to soon, is like Skyrim in space. Has got me really interested. But this is another one I've been watching. This is Hogwarts Legacies. This is before Harry Potter and his chums get there. You get to make your own character, join a house. There's lots of magic, lots of big wondrous monsters to take on. Let's just speed this up a bit. But there we go. It does look quite wonderful, depending. It's done by Warner Brothers and stuff, and it's actually being done by Avalanche. So that's got me slightly excited, because Avalanche are known for doing fairly decent titles. So fingers crossed this one is going to be a fairly decent title, because it has scope to be something special, this one, I think. And some of the actual monster encounters, I mean, look at them. Aren't they freaking cute? Yeah, there's some awesome cuteness going on. But there's also a big beastie in a moment in the woods that comes crashing through. And look, flying griffins. That looks quite awesome. It's got undead in it as well. I mean, this has got very much Dragon Dogma vibes, hasn't it? There you go, that's the bit I'm on about, where the big beastie comes scuttling towards him. Freaking awesome. So that I'm looking forward to this one. However, I have heard that it's not going to be multiplayer, and I'm thinking, what? There was 4 of them in the Harry Potter freaking adventures. It's perfect for having like a little mini fire team or a squad of 4 of you. Be perfect for that. And I'm really hoping that that's the case. If it turns out to be a solo adventure, I don't know whether I'd be jumping on it as quickly. You know what I mean? It needs to have some sort of multiplayer aspect for me to really get into this one. So, depending, if it isn't multiplayer, it probably won't get much of a feature on my channel. So, yeah, there's that one. What else is there? So, okay, so this is Starfield, which I mentioned earlier. Now, Starfield, I believe, is just going to be for Xbox and also for PC. I mean, when it first got rumoured, it was said to be all platforms, but with Bethesda being bought up by Microsoft, that really does suck. Jeff Boswell says, I remember those 2 PS2 Harry Potters. If it's like them, and much more, I'll love it. Nice. Awesome. Well, hopefully it will give you some of that. But yeah, Starfield, I've really got high expectations for, because it is Bethesda. They brought us the likes of Skyrim, and they want this to sort of feel like you've actually accomplished something at weekends and stuff like that you've done a quest in Starfield, and I like the sound of what they're saying. The only thing is, so far all we've seen is full motion video sequences and conceptual artwork. We haven't actually seen full-on gameplay. Now, the reason that makes me slightly nervous is because of the likes of Cyberpunk. Even then, we got to see gameplay, but it was from a high-end PC, and then what we got really was off target. Banana Tom, evening all. Well, evening there, Banana Tom. Banana Tom, another fellow content creator. Hits up quite a lot of different content, not just No Man's Sky. Check him out. Awesome guy. Slightly crazy, but that's all good. So, yeah, Wolf is dropping a link right now to Banana Tom's channel. So, yeah, Bethesda, good team, and hopefully they're going to deliver a good game. That's back end of 2022. This is right off this is miles away. But what I'm hoping to do is cover off any news that is related to this game. So if they do put out any new trailers, concept art, that sort of thing, I might deliver it, try and build a bit of hype, get a bit of attention to my channel, that it is coming to my channel, that sort of thing. But we'll see how it goes. And again, I don't know whether this is multiplayer. I don't know whether this is a solo adventure or whether it's got some sort of multiplayer aspect. So there's that one, which I'm a little bit nervous on as well, because if it is like Skyrim and is a single solo player experience, I don't know whether I deliver that to my channel either. I do like to have some sort of online aspect, because it's so much better playing with friends, or at least it is in my opinion. Right, so there's that one. Then there's Little Devil May Cry. Little Devil May Cry. Sorry, I'm getting confused with Capcom titles. This is Little Devil Within, and this one is only solo, but it looks like it's got quite a nice story to carry it. And there's also quite a lot of monsters that you can climb all over and interact with. The art style in this one I really like. This looks like it's quite a laid-back affair, and there's going to be a lot of exploration. And I think it's going to be quite funny to stream. So this one I might do in mini-series, online, stream it live, have a bit of a laugh with you guys. It almost looks like Legend of Zelda in a roundabout way. I'm getting Zelda-esque vibes with the combat system and things. And it has interested me, this one, for a long time. However, because it's been in development work for such a long time, and there's been very little reason and rhyme to reason why it's been delayed so long, I am slightly nervous about this one. I don't know whether it's going to land in 2022. It might just land out of the blue, like, pray to the gods. I was watching that one for frickin' ages, and then all of a sudden, bang, it just landed. So, this one could be a shock arrival in 2022 to my channel. And yeah, I do want to stream it. And I'll do a first impressions first and see, what I think of it. If I like it, then it would stay on my channel. If I'm not too into it, then it won't, obviously. So there's that one, which I quite like. This one is a new one that I've put on my radar. This is a new one that I've put on my radar. This one is called Nightingale. And so far, it's PC only, from what I've seen. I'm hoping it's going to come to console. I mean, look at this creature design. It's freaking epic. Freaking stuff of nightmares. Yes. But what I like about this one is it's all steampunk attire. And you can team up in this one. And you can show off your look of your character to other people. And you can build like your little unit. And you actually jump through different portals into different realms. And each of the different realms, you're slowly getting closer to this world called Nightingale. It looks freaking awesome from what I've seen so far. The actual biomes and the worlds that you're in look very organic and alive. And the actual enemies look like they're going to be fun to play against. And the actual styling of the characters and the setting of the world has really got me giving it thumbs up in multiple places. Because you know how much I love freaking steampunk. I mean, yeah, I'm usually wearing this freaking thing, aren't I? But yeah, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Can't wait for this. So this one is said to come in 2022. We will see. We'll see if it arrives. It looks freaking sublime. I mean, it's got freaking giants in it. Heck yes, that scores extra brownie points right away, doesn't it? There is another game, that just thinking about it, that I didn't put into this playlist. I think that's the end of my playlist now anyway. Let's just hit next. Yeah, I think that's the end of my playlist. Yeah, I don't even know who he is. Oh, Ghost Recon, Angry Grow. Yeah, that's the end of my playlist. There's another one that I really have got my eyes on as well. And it's called Ark Raiders. Yeah, let's have a look at that one. Now, this looks amazing. Now, this is all platforms, and it's free to play. Free to play. So, this one, yeah, and it's supposed to drop early part of 2022, apparently. And it looks like it's almost done, doesn't it? But I'm loving the art style there with the lines going off. It almost looked like an Atari 2600 type of logo, But all these sort of robots and things in this look great. And it almost looks like a cel-shaded sort of version of Terminator or something. Well, not cel-shaded, but you see what I mean. The art style's beautiful. And wait till you see the action. It just looks freaking on point. And I'm really looking forward to this one. This one just came out of the blue, just at the Games Awards, of all places, to be announced. And I think this one, for me, stole the show, really. This is the one that made me go, that was actually worth watching. And it's not actually a long trailer. It's like, 3 minutes or so? But it's brilliant. It looks like Starship Troopers, in a roundabout way, versus machines rather than insects. There's one bit where they jump up in the air and throw a grenade down at this spider tank. And it just looks so awesome. It does look cool, doesn't it? I mean, yeah. So far they've teased 3 characters. There's like this robot type droid guy, another sort of engineer bloke, and then a lady. And all 3 of the characters look quite interesting in character generation and their styling. But yeah, if it's multiple people all running at these sort of robots and stuff, then it's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be an interesting one for sure. And that's definitely on my radar now, people. So yeah, 2022, when it comes to games for my channel, I think are going to be quite interesting. Now, you're probably thinking, Captain Steve, you haven't mentioned No Man's Sky as yet. Now, No Man's Sky was a game that I love and still love, and yeah, it made my channel basically. And I started streaming No Man's Sky because of it brought third player in. On when we got next, I was playing it way before that, but I wanted the character model to be seen, And then when it brought multiplayer, or hinted that multiplayer was coming because we had the Orbs of Light, I was like, now I'm going to start streaming this game because it became interesting. I've always been gaming in the background. At the same time that I was playing No Man's Sky, I was playing Destiny 2 because I loved Destiny back then. And I also loved Monster Hunter World back then as well. And both of those had the multiplayer aspect. And I was toying with the idea of building my channel around either of those two games. But it was No Man's Sky that I thought, you know what, I can stream this because it's at a pace that I can deal with. I'm not the best gamer in the world. I'm a passionate gamer. I love gaming. And I've been gaming all my life. But I wouldn't say that I'm a top gamer. You know, I'm never going to be scoring points. There's no way I'll play a first-person shooter at sort of the same levels as, you know, other content creators that you see online that are just hammering it. I've just not got the dexterity for that sort of shite. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's kind of me in a nutshell. Let me just go back to here. So yeah, that's kind of my 2022 in what I want to bring to the channel. But No Man's Sky wise, I am going to be covering No Man's Sky. So the sort of thing that I want to do with No Man's Sky is I want to finish my catalogue. So I've got all the cooking stuff to still do. So yeah, we've still got a lot of that to do. I still want to do bake-offs against Mr. Miyogi. So that's good fun. I'm still going to run the weekend missions every Friday. That's still going to happen. And playing with friends. I love doing that. I'm still going to deliver news. I'm still going to be talking about what the Quicksilver Merchant is getting in all the time. What I don't really have is, you know, content that I can make on a daily basis with No Man's Sky anymore. So I was pumping out maybe 2 or 3 No Man's Sky videos a day. I don't think I can carry on doing that with the current level of content. But every time there is an update, you're going to see a massive uplift in what I do for No Man's Sky because it's still my go-to game. It's a game that I love. What I'm very conscious of, what this year has spelt out to me, is No Man's Sky might not be around forever. As good as it is, and as fantastic as I love No Man's Sky, you know, the content this year has been rather shallow in depth that it could bring for content creators. It gave us maybe a few days of content and then it would trickle off. For new players, it gave them loads to do because it brought players in that weren't currently playing. It opened up the avenues for other players to come in, especially with Xbox Game Pass and crossplay and all that sort of shenanigans, and the amount of sales that Hello Games have done. But to me, it feels like 2021 might have been Hello Games just trying to raise revenue for their next project to get more people on their team. And it's their talk that they've been saying. So it was like them saying about how the expeditions, they want to make that more cloud-based, to release devs and work from the devs. Because, you know, they're quite a small sort of team. To me, reading between the lines, that kind of says, well, perhaps they're moving off their resources onto this bigger, better project. When I say better, more ambitious is what they said. They didn't say better, they said more ambitious. So whatever they're doing, it's going to be freaking groundbreaking. And I would like to say I'd like to bring that to my channel. But there's nothing other than just rumour. And, you know, just the fact that they're moving people onto their more ambitious project. We haven't even got a title name. We haven't been given any teasers, no concept art, no nothing to go by from Hello Games. They're being rather tight-lipped, and I don't blame them. You've only got to watch the Engoodening of No Man's Sky to understand why. So, yeah, I'm hoping that we get some more news around what Hello Games is doing as a studio. I'm going to be covering a lot of news on that, maybe doing some more speculation. But of course, I still think that we were lacking one update from last year because Expedition 3 rewards you with a station override. You've probably got one in your pocket right now because you've just rerun Expedition 3. Yet it doesn't do anything right now. And it feels like we should have had an update around Expedition 3 that delivered us at least what the station override did. So it makes me wonder whether the settlements and frontiers, or whatever the update was called, was just a mini part of what we would have got in 2021. And I'm hoping that drops early 2022 and gives us more content for content creators and gives that depth that we needed to what feels like foundational updates throughout 2021. So yeah, that's how I feel anyway. That's my gut feeling. My gut feeling is usually right. It very rarely is wrong. It's like the Void stuff all last year. I really think that's going to be part of the update still, but I don't want to keep banging that drum just in case I'm wrong. It could just end up just being a text adventure and just be in, you know, the summer lore and things. So who knows? But fingers crossed. Okay, Jeff Boswell says, I truly just watch people for their people. and their viewers. Sure, I love No Man's Sky too, but play what's fun, Cap. Exactly that. I'm trying to play things that I'm passionate about, as much passion as I've got for No Man's Sky. Dragon's Dogma was one of those games that I was super passionate about when it dropped. I loved it to bits, and I couldn't understand why people were banging on about Skyrim and Elder Rings online and all that sort of stuff when Dragon's Dogma was just so freaking epic. So yeah, I'm playing through games that I love. I would play Monster Hunter again, to be fair. I did try it the other year. I'd done a few episodes and then sort of went off of it, mainly because of the copyright sort of flags and things that were popping up. So yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those. But Dragon's Dogma I really like. And there is rumour, because Dragon's Dogma is about 10 years old, or it will be in 2022, there is rumour that Dragon's Dogma 2 might drop. Fingers crossed. Now, if it does, that's going to be freaking awesome, because I really liked Dragon's Dogma, the first one. If Dragon's Dogma 2 drops, I mean, they did do Dragon's Dogma Online, so I'm hoping that they bring online elements into the next title, if they do go down that route. Oh, excuse me, people. But yeah, really hopeful for that. Let's just have a little swig of blackcurrant. Yummy. Ribena. Not sponsored, but they could be a sponsor if you wanted to, Ribena. Lovely jubbly. Now, you've probably noticed I haven't mentioned Star Citizen either. Star Citizen isn't a fully fledged out game, as I would call it. It's like very much living in space. It's what it says. Star Citizen. You're a citizen living amongst the stars, and you go about your day-to-day business as if you live there. It almost feels like a second job, because it's that much of a simulator. To me, I'm not finding it overly fun at the moment, and I don't think I will until they start putting more alien life into the game. I mean, it's great having a great big system and stuff, but if you're not discovering new species of creature or something on planet surfaces, and the planets don't feel alive, they feel vastly empty, what's the point in flying there other than to drop off a parcel, earn some cash and buy a new ship? If that's your thing, jump into Star Citizen. Sadly, that's not really for me. I like to do a bit of discovery and stuff. So Star Citizen, I plan to cover news, especially around when they're bringing new fauna into the game. I mean, did you see that giant sandworm tech demo? That was freaking awesome. More of that, you've got me. Freaking take my money, Star Citizen. But until it becomes a game where you get given missions, objectives, maybe some briefings, and there's alien life there, things to discover, maybe a bit of procedural generation going on with some of that alien life, then I'm not overly sold on it. It just doesn't feel fun enough. There's a lot of empty sort of space as well that you've got to sort of traverse, and then you're streaming that, you know what I mean? So it's not the best thing to stream live unless you know what you're doing, where you're going, and you've got objectives and you know what you're doing in your head. So no, it's not really for me on my channel, I don't think. No, man. Star Citizen, until it gets some of those elements. But yeah, it's one I've got my eye on, got my beady little eye on it. So that's pretty much that, people. There's other titles that may grab my attention. I'll be doing videos like this and telling you what's going on and things. But yeah, I am also hoping to cover things inside of No Man's Sky, like events that are going on. In fact, there's an event going on right now. So let me just bring that up in the background while I'm chatting. So yeah, when I say there's an event going on, there's two events going on that I can think of off the top of my head. So there's firstly an event that I'm doing over on Facebook. I'll talk about my event first. So yeah, so I'm doing a ship hunting event. So I'm looking for my logo ship, which is a little bit of a hard find. So I'm just going to groups and see if I can find it. Here we go. So if I just jump back onto Streamlabs and I go back to podcast mode, then bring up this. So this is the Interstellar Index. At the top of the Interstellar Index, you've got these featured posts. And you can see here, there's one by me. If you click on that, it tells you about all the rules and things and what I'm actually looking for. And I'm after my logo ship, which is this little number here. This little Viper with side sort of rails in red, white and black. If you can find it inside of Euclid, that'll be freaking fantastic. And if you do, just post it on the No Man's Sky Interstellar Index. And this event is running until early Feb. So you need to try and get them submitted by the 2nd of Feb 2022. And then I'm hoping to do a live stream with an open sort of poll on the shortlisted ships. So basically, Rusty over here, one of the admins, is going to be picking out, Rusty and some other admins are picking out the 3 ships that are the closest to my logo ship. And I'm going to be doing a live stream. I'm going to fire up a new creative mode, go get all 3 ships, show them off and open up a poll and let people vote. And the winner is actually going to get one of my biome boxes that I make. You know, those models with a ship model in it. And I'm going to paint it the same colours as the logo ship. Yeah, Rice is in the house. Ricey, here we go. Look, if I hit Captain's logo ship, you've got to hashtag it with this to make it easy to find for the competition. But if I scroll down, we've got this one that's an entry at the moment. It's close, but yes, is it red and white? And no, it's got a little bit too much blue on it, but it's still a contender. Because you remember, this is going to get shortlisted. The top 3 are going to be shortlisted by the admins over here. This one, if you could change the blue to red, that's pretty darn freaking close. That's a nice find. Then we've got this one, which is all red, which is pretty darn nice, pretty tasty. I like that, apart from it's got a little bit of blue on it. It'd be better if it was black or white. But yeah, very nice. Then we've got this one. This one is so freaking close. I mean, look at that. It's a slightly off-white, but it's like a grey. That's close. It's freaking awesome. I love the Ferrari red and the fact that it's got like a little yellow sticker there that almost looks like the Ferrari badge. And that one was actually found by Ricey. Rice is in the house right now, people. He's in the live chat. Ricey has got an awesome channel where he showcases ships. If you haven't checked out Rice's channel, the way that he showcases ships, nobody else is doing that in the verse. And his ship hunting videos gives you loads of tips if you want to become a ship hunter. Check out Ricey, very good. Another guy that started doing ship hunting sort of videos and teaching people how to do ship hunting is Elite Gamers. So check out Elite Gamers. He's done some videos that are pretty good when it comes to ship hunting tips. So check out Elite Gamers as well. So this one, I'm not too sure why they tagged me on that one. Yes, it's got the side rails, but that's all it's got going for it, my friend. Yeah, so this one hasn't got the Viper nose. It's definitely got the right colour scheme, but yeah, kind of cool, but not quite there, my friend. And then this one, they found a whole system with loads of side-railed fighters, but none of them have got the Viper nose. Now, hold on, there's a +4 here. Let's have a look-see. I haven't gone through all of them. Not the Viper nose, not the Viper nose. That's got the Viper nose. It's got the little side wings, though. Not quite there. Barrel nose, barrel nose. That's nice, but no. And no. And no again. And no. I think we've gone through them twice now. But there we go. This one, again, it's another find by Ricey. I really like it. It's got these tie wing shields on the side. The coloration's pretty darn snazzy. I'm sure somebody out there is going to love that. But sadly, it doesn't quite meet the colour scheme. No, this is a new one, I think. I don't know where I've seen this one. November 28th. Maybe I just haven't clicked through. But that's quite tasty. Again, it's got the little side wings on there. So yeah, very cool. But yeah, it's nice that people are hunting for this ship. And like I say, it needs to be more closer to this sort of logo. And yeah, post them on the Interstellar Index. If you're not a member of the Interstellar Index, sign yourself up. The Interstellar Index is an awesome place. Let me just scroll through the sort of things you're going to find on here. It's a little bit like the one that you got over on Reddit. So, yeah, the Portal Exchange. It's a bit like that. And, yeah, it shows you locations for loads of awesome ships, multi-tools, freighters, alien planets for pets, everything and anything in here. Brilliant stuff. People also share stuff like this. That is awesome, isn't it, for a 3D printed little exotic ship. Very cool. So, yeah, if you're not a member over here and you're a big fan of No Man's Sky and you've got a Facebook account, jump on over, hit it up. It's very cool. If you haven't got a Facebook account, they actually have a MeWe account as well, so you can hit it up on there. So it's pretty darn cool. So there's that event going on. There is also Zane's World Holiday Hullabaloo. So there you go. It's in my history. I'd hit that up. I'm not too sure how long it's running for now. Let's just click it. Let's have a look at his video descripzione. Why we've got the advert going. So where we go, show more. Here we go. So it's running until the 31st of December. It's the 26th right now, so you've still got time. And there's multiple planets in here. He goes into detail on what's going on with this. So let's just make that full screen for you. You can see the captions down the bottom there. But basically he's called it the Holiday Hullabaloo to be as inclusive as possible for everybody's holiday and festive times and periods. And he's saying, you know, even if you wanted to stick down a freaking KFC, if that's the thing that you want to do around Christmas, stick that down. So I've actually built here, I've built a little mini sort of German sausage market, and I've called it Sausage Feast. Heck yes I did, because I'm a majestic little sausage. Yes, yeah, and yeah, I've got like a little ride there and a few stands and things. In fact, I'll show you my build. So yeah, that's the Holiday Hullabaloo. There's the actual coordinates at the top there. So if you do want to hit it up, it's actually inside of the Euclid system. Go build some bases there. Zane's going to be doing a tour of it, and I'll imagine after he's done his tour of it, I might even go there myself and do a few tours of the bases that are there, including my own one, and sort of give my own little walk around of what I see on PlayStation 5, and then I'll compare it to what he sees on PC, which would be pretty darn cool. So yeah, my build is this one here, Holiday Blue. It's only a quick video, so yeah. So like about 2 minutes 28 seconds or something. Yeah, there's my lovely intro with the flying joypad that you'll probably all come accustomed to. I had somebody the other day saying, Captain Steve, get rid of your intros. They do my head in. Yeah, I'm always skipping them. I think I'm quite known for my intro. It's a nice little earworm, isn't it? I tried 2 caps, says Jov Boswell. Nice one. Merry Christmas cap, says Skunk Boy, Skunk Boy number 1, in fact. Heck yes, Skunk Boy number 1. Awesome. Merry Christmas to you and all of yours as well. So yeah, I've built this little merry-go-round ride. You've all been on one. They're the ones that smash your freaking hips to freaking smithereens. You're sitting on the outside thinking, yeah, this would be nice, and then somebody big gets next to you and just squashes you, and they slide away and then come back and squash you again, and yeah, repeats, and in the end you need new hips. Yeah, maybe it's just me. I don't know. But there we go. This is the one with all these little stands and things. So I've got like a little hooker duck. I've got like a fortune teller. I've got all sorts going on there. So yeah, check it out. I mean, it's all static, as you know, in No Man's Sky. There's no real moving parts. It'd be nice to be add in NPCs and put in paths and stuff for them to follow. I mean, if they can do it in games like Theme Park, well, why the fudge not? It'd be nice to have NPCs to make your bases feel a little bit more alive, in my opinion. But yes, I am enjoying all the new base building parts. But what I do find on PlayStation 5 is when I do base tours, it's very hit and miss if I actually see people's bases, or if I do see people's bases, if they're all in one piece and render in right. So yeah, until squiffiness is out of No Man's Sky, it's quite hard to actually keep doing base tours in the frequency that I used to. I still want to cover off things that people find inside of the NMSA hub and in the 905, or if they've built a really cool base in the 905. The only trouble is with bases is I may have to be there at the same time as the author of the base to see it fully, which can be a little bit tedious with time zones and also how busy I am with content creation. There's my sausage hut. Yes, we haven't got a sausage poster, so I used the gherkiny type green looking one. They're alien sausages. They're allowed to be freaking green. So there we go. It's got a green sausage poster. That's what that is. Heck yes. I hope you like my Christmas trees. I tried to decorate them differently for both Christmas trees. Yeah, that's my base. The Zane's World Hullabaloo. And there is links and stuff in my video to his video and all that sort of shenanigans, so you can hit up that video or his video, either or. But yeah, awesome. So yeah, I even put an end card to his video anyway, so you can just click it and it goes straight back over to that video that was at previously. After you get an advert about somebody talking about, ooh, I do like stuff like this. Well done, YouTube. Well done for your recommendation. Yes, I'm half tempted to click that. I do like UFOs and all that sort of shenanigans. You know, I'm into all that sort of stuff. It would be cool to know that we're not alone inside of the universe, you know, within inside of my own lifespan. Oh, that'd be cool anyway. Well, I think it'd be cool. As long as they were friendly aliens, that is. As long as they're friendly, okay? So there we are, people. That's pretty much everything. So I want to say a massive, great big thank you to everybody inside of the No Man's Sky community. And those that keep hitting me up with content that they're found inside of the 905. I do plan to do a lot more videos on multi-tools that have been sent to me inside of the 905. Decent planets with awesome animals and fauna. I hope to do reviews on Hanimals inside of the 905. And if you have built a base in the 905, I would like to visit them. But it's just, I may need you to be there. So there is a bit of a requirement there and an ask. So that's pretty much that. That's pretty much everything in a nutshell. So what I'm telling you is my No Man's Sky content, it may go down a little depending on the content that we've got to aim for or deliver to, because I can only really make 2 videos a day if we've got content there available. If not, it may be, you know, I'm doing my live streams. Every Friday, guaranteed, I'm going to be doing the weekend mission. Weekends, I'm going to be doing bake-offs with, Miyogi. So you're still going to get live content from me, but the daily sort of pre-edited videos, you might get some on news if I hear anything or see anything pop up on Twitter, quick tip tweets and all that sort of shenanigans, or news sort of clippage. or even if the Quicksilver merchants start stocking something new, or if somebody hits me up with a decent No Man's Sky NMSA 905 hub find, So yeah, I'm still going to be doing a lot of videos. So there's a lot of videos, No Man's Sky wise, still coming to the channel. But I do want to cover off a few other titles. One that I haven't mentioned, actually, come to think of it, is Elden Ring. I've pre-ordered Elden Ring, and I know I'm going to suck at it. I'm going to suck something major at that. But something nice about Elden Ring is it looks like you can bring in another player to help you. So hopefully somebody out there in the community is going to be freaking awesome at Elden Ring and love it. And hopefully I might be able to team up with them and we can take on the Elden Ring together or something. I don't know. I'll see how I get on solo first, obviously. And keep my fingers crossed that I'm actually good at it. But there's a vast likelihood I'm going to die, and die a lot in Elden Ring, which could be really funny. We'll see how it goes. So there we go. I'm wishing you a very Merry Christmas, which has just happened. It's Boxing Day. And a Happy New Year and a decent holiday break. I hope you get well rested, and I'm hoping that 2022 is going to be a year where we're allowed to sort of travel and do more as well as human beings, because I want to deliver a load of vlogs next year as well. I'm very hoping to do more Captain Steve in the real world with Ivy, because I love making content with Ivy. I think we make a really good little team when we're doing vlogs together. So I'm hoping to do more vlogs as well in the new year. And and I gained 10,000 subscribers this year, and a lot of that goes out to some of the bigger content creators inside of the No Man's Sky verse. Jason Plays, Survival Bob, they're both back in my channel as members, and they give me regular shout outs, and they're brilliant guys, and they're massive influencers inside of the No Man's Sky verse. I want to say a massive special thank you to both of them, and also Zane. Zane was well, nice guy, top bloke as well. But yeah, Jason and Survival Bob, awesome people, and Zane, great people for actually giving me shout outs and helping lift me. And I try to do the same for some of the smaller channels. You may regularly hear me giving shout outs to people even during this episode. We've got Moose Gaming in the house, again another awesome content creator. You may find me in the mornings, early mornings UK time, inside of Moose's stream. We've also got Wolfie the Noob in the house. Wolfie the Noob was doing quite a lot of No Man's Sky content, and she's a lovely lady. If you haven't checked out Wolfie, check out Wolfie. I think you'll like her content. She's great. So yeah, awesome people. And I try to give those sort of people shout outs as well. As much as people have given me shout outs. It's about giving back, isn't it? And always sort of helping out other parts of the community. And I do love the No Man's Sky community. I love them to bits. What I would say is I've just jumped over to the Dragon's Dogma community over on Facebook. On my Dragon's Dogma videos, you'll see 2 links to 2 communities that I've joined. And you know what? They're really good communities as well. I think they must have grown up with the likes of Sinbad and Jason and the Argonauts and all that sort of stuff, because they're just so on point. They're on the same wavelength as me. So yeah, if you do pick up Dragon's Dogma, check out those 2 Facebook groups, because they're freaking awesome over there. Have a bit of a laugh. They're really cool people. So there we are, people. That's everything that I've got for you today. I'm going to be ending off in a moment. I have got a new ending screen that gives a bit of thanks to my backers. And then there's another ending screen. And then it pretty much ends. But yeah, get ready to hit your volume slightly, because the music comes on a bit loud on these 2. And I don't know how to tweak that, because I'm a bit behind with the times. But yeah, I want to give you guys a massive, great big salute, because my channel, without you guys watching and actively viewing, wouldn't be half what it is. It wouldn't be anything. So thank you very much. If you're watching, liked and subscribed to my videos, you're doing your bit. So thank you very much, people. Thanking you. Heck yes. Have a very good 2022. And I'll see you on the flip side. Well, I'm hoping this might not be my last video of the year, actually. I've got an unlisted Dragon's Dogma video that I'm going to be putting live tomorrow. So you've got that to look forward to as well. Anyway, goodbye and take care. Goodbye.